gratefully donated these gifts to them.
The plight of the 9/11 first responders was one of the main reasons that me and Brian opted to start the North Carolina chapter of We Are Change. I would like to let all the listeners know that you can go to thefeelgoodfoundation.com.
Right.
And you have a film, Save the Brave. Has your film, Save the Brave, and then the film Truth Rising, has it helped to bring attention to the Feel Good Foundation?
Well, it has gratefully Save the Brave. I'm actually one of the responders in that film, and we got to get you a copy down there, Save the Brave. And I'm one of the responders, but we distributed a copy of Save the Brave to every single member of Congress and the Senate. We convened on Washington, and we hand-delivered all these copies. And we want to make sure that everybody knows what we're going to. Save the Brave is a story of 4 first responders, 4 brave men that gave their hearts and their souls on 9/11 and the months and days and months thereafter, and have had the federal government turn their back on them. And unfortunately, a good friend of mine that's in the movie, Greg Quibell, lost his fight and has passed on, which is making me very emotional right now. Greg was a good friend of mine. He was a corrections officer. He served as a U.S. Marshal, and the government turned their back on him. A U.S. Marshal.
We do have a copy of Save the Brave, and Brian just suggested that we see if we could have a local viewing at maybe our local public library. So we're going to look into that.
Well, that is what a lot of people have done. I'll be very honest with you. They have shown as fundraisers. What they've done is they've had a viewing, and they'll charge $5, come in and see a story about 9/11 responders. They'll get a venue together, and they'll raise funds that way, or just show it so that people are aware that this issue has not gone away. This issue is alive. This issue is current and has not been solved. There are people out there that say, I go around as best as I can soliciting toys, and people say, we're still having a problem with 9/11 people? And I'm saying, yeah, we are. I went to my alma mater. They're doing a benefit basketball game on Thursday for us, and all the proceeds of that basketball game are going to the Feel Good Foundation for Christmas, so that we can give the family some money so that they can make sure that they have a decent meal on their tables. There's a lot of charities out there. There's Toys for Tots, and all these charities need help. But, I really implore your listeners and your chapter of We Are Change to please get out there, hit the pavement, do what you have to, put posters up, get an ad in your local newspaper, and collect toys for us. These responders' children, we want to make sure they have a Christmas, and we need your help. And I know you're doing a great job down there. And again, we are grateful and we are humbled, and we look forward to the day that we could get down there and meet you guys in person and do a live show with you.
Oh, we would love that. That would be an honor. If we can't do that, we'll come and see you there. But something that our listeners
come on up to 20th. Deliver the toys in person.
Something that our listeners may not be aware of is Christy Todd Whitman stating the air was safe to breathe.
Oh God, let's not go there.
Do you think this was done in an attempt to? It
was done in an attempt to reopen the stock market.
Yes.
Plain, simple, the end. It was done so that they can reopen Wall Street, the financial powerhouse of the United States, and that's why she made that statement. She lied through her teeth, and she knows she lied. And when she testified, I was watching it on a cable network, and I got to tell you, I was sick to my stomach. And my wife kept on telling me, just turn it off. And I just felt like throwing things at the television because she stood there and lied and said that the air was safe. When you mix, you have 220 stories, okay? Each tower was 110 stories. Actually, one was 109, the other one was 110, if we want to get technical. And you take concrete, brick, plastic, glass, computers, neon lights, cleaning agents, jet fuel, human remains, wood, and about 220,000 other chemicals that were there. Mix them all together, add 3,000 degrees to it, and then suck that in. Do not tell me the air was safe. And anybody with a pea-sized brain could tell you that the air was not safe. And apparently, Miss Whitman doesn't have a pea-sized brain. Well, no brain.
I want to thank you again for joining us today, Mr. Giles. This is a story we're not going to let go of. We will have you back on again, and we want to thank you again. It's an honor to have you. Is there anything else you would like to add today in closing?
Once again, just to your listeners, we're grateful and we're humbled, and we ask you to please just keep on, contact your local congressmen, your local senators, tell them to help the 9/11 responders, help with this toy drive, send in a donation. We know things are tight. We know the economy is tight. But, if you stop drinking 1 cup of coffee a day for 2 weeks, okay, at Starbucks, you got enough money there to buy 2 toys for a first responder.
Well, thank you very much. We will be in touch with you, and we will have you back on again.
I'm very serious about that invitation. If you guys want to deliver them toys on December 20th, we'd love to see you pull up to a truck with a truck.
Well, we might not be able to make it on the 20th, but I got a feeling we'll make it one of these days.
Very good. I want to thank you very much, and I want to take this opportunity to wish all your listeners a very happy, healthy, and blessed holiday season, in whichever holiday you celebrate. And please help 9/11 responders. God bless you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. God bless you.
Thank you for having me on your show, and I look forward to doing it again and again.
Yes, sir. Okay, we're going to go to the phones here shortly. Of course, our statesville number is 873-1400. Our Davie County number is 336-499-0681. So we're going to go ahead and take a break. Then we're going to come back with just a little bit of the news, and then we will go to your phones. It's Farron and Brian on the Real News, WSIC 1400, WDSL 1520. All right, we're back on the Real News. If you're calling in, just hold on with us for just a few minutes. We'll go to the phone shortly, so just we'll put you on hold. Just hang on. Charlie Giles, feelgoodfoundation.com. Please check that out. This is a true charity that needs help. This is a national tragedy. But I wanted to address the bailout again this week. Citicorp collapses, $800 billion promised. No vote in Congress, no hearings, no change in the management of Citicorp that ran their financial ship aground. No, just the injection of countless billions that no one seems to even know where it went. No accountability, no transparency as we were promised. Yet another bold-faced lie. We are witness to the intentional implosion of our economy. Forbes is reporting the bailout of all that is promised is nearing $8 trillion. That's 60% of our GNP. All home loans in America, good and bad, total under $3 trillion. So what is actually happening here? The oil companies got rich for 6 months while they legitimized $4 a gallon gas. Now they have loaded their elite corrupt banksters with our money, which they are holding. And when they reach the collapse point, the criminals will buy back the real economy for pennies on the dollar. While the American people stand on the sideline dumbfounded by this blatant fleecing that is underway right in front of our face, we are being robbed, and you watch this, is going to be used to legitimize a giant step toward a new financial order and globalism. This bailout defies logic. It defies any semblance of common sense. It is the complete socialization of our banking system and the consolidation of power into fewer and fewer hands. The people overwhelmingly oppose these bailouts. Our government now openly, totally disregards the will of we the people. I, for one, stand here today and say this is unacceptable. We are being sold out. Our children's futures are being mortgaged into oblivion. This is being done by design. This is intentional. We are being forced to move into socialism. Our government has failed us miserably, both the Democrats and the Republicans. We must become activists now.